Well, guys, now that the stupid Raphinha situation is over, we've got to look elsewhere. We've got a lot of work to do, and we better get a move on.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of striker news that's going around. Apparently, Thomas Tuchel doesn't really fancy Ronaldo. He prefers Lewandowski a lot more. There's talks about Armando Broja being sold. It looks like it's quite probable that Armando Broja is going to be sold. And we're in a situation where we've let go of Romelu Lukaku. We're looking to apparently sell Timo Werner as well. I probably thought with all the stuff that's gone around in the transfer market and how difficult it's been so far, besides the Raheem Sterling situation, that maybe we keep Timo Werner. But this is not a surprise. Timo Werner is a particular name we've been looking to let go of. At the end of the first season, we weren't very impressed, and last season definitely wasn't impressive at all. So the way I looked at this situation is, surely we cannot be going to next season with Kai Havertz being the frontline striker. And even then, I personally don't think Kai Havertz is a striker. I think he could be a false nine, sure, but I definitely think his best position is maybe just behind a striker, as a second striker, or maybe even a centre attacking midfielder. We've let go of Lukaku. We are looking to let go of Armando Broja, which we'll talk about. We're looking to let go of Timo Werner. We're looking to let go of Hakim Ziyech. We are a little bit thin. And the fact that we're not getting either of Raphinha and Dembele, that poses another, very, very dire situation for us. So let's have a look at the latest that's gone around in regards to all of this news at the moment. First up, Chelsea look likely to sell Armando Broja in a 30 million deal, whilst the club line up alternatives in attack after Raphinha is set to join Barcelona. Tuchel had a lukewarm reaction to both Ronaldo and Neymar. Look, I've been saying it in recent times in regards to Armando Broja. I don't want this guy to be sold. I think this guy is going to be a top-notch footballer, and we're going to be in this scenario again, much like we have been with many of our, ex sort of Chelsea Cobham players, graduates, whatever you want to call it, and we end up buying them back. This guy is probably going to ball out elsewhere, and then a few years down the track, you see us buying him for 100 million, which is ridiculous. This is where we need to stay a bit sensible and really filter through who could potentially be a superstar and who we can probably let go of. There's a lot of Chelsea Academy players that have high quality and good raw ingredients, but not everyone's going to make it. So you've got to understand, you've got to assess well, and this is why there was talks that Thomas Tuchel was at least going to assess Armando Broja in the preseason to see. But even then, you can't expect Armando Broja to absolutely rip it apart in this preseason. If at anything, you'd probably want to let go of Armando Broja on a loan and see how he keeps developing on the loan. If you're really keen on selling him, there has to be a buyback, and the buyback cannot be ridiculous. Look at the buyback for Tino Livramento, 45 million. Our player, we're buying him back for 45 million if we do that, which I think we probably will. We'll see what happens with Tino Livramento's comeback from injury. But in regards to Armando Broja, there is a lot of interest from West Ham. West Ham at the moment are the frontliners. They are willing to give 30 million, as you can see here, to have Armando Broja leading their line. They need a replacement for Antonio. Not really a replacement, I suppose, a long-term future for Antonio. And they see Armando Broja as one of those players. Newcastle as well, very interested in Armando Broja. Their deal with one of the strikers from France, Etiquette, I think that's how you pronounce it. I could absolutely butcher that. They're interested in Armando Broja as well. And I just get the feeling Chelsea Football Club will probably let go of him if they get that level of money. Right now, you can't actually sit here and put your hand on your heart and say, yeah, you know what? Armando Broja is absolutely going to kill it and we're going to be able to give him a lot of minutes. I mean, I can vouch for it. I can probably say, but not everyone will be in the same boat. So when they see money like 30 million right now for a player that has still a lot to prove and a lot to develop on, they could possibly bend over backwards for that type of money. Now, on top of that, what happens if we let go of Armando Broja, right? We need someone. Thomas Tuchel's not very keen on Ronaldo. And at the same time, Neymar either. Like, Neymar would have been an excellent inside forward. The chance creation, the creativity in this player is unbelievable. But PSG, I know there's been talks that they would like to let go of Neymar, but with the new manager that's come in, he seems to be very keen on keeping Neymar and you know, stating that next season Neymar should play a big part for them. So, and it's going to be a difficult situation. It's going to be a difficult transaction to make with Neymar when he's got 5 years left in his contract, and there's got to be all sorts of negotiations that you got to do in terms of his wages. I can't see us buying him. If anything, it could be a loan. But the Ronaldo situation as well, Man United coming out and saying that he's not for sale. Look, I definitely can't picture how Ronaldo keeps playing in the Europa League, and also on top of that, the lack of activity from Man United in the transfer window as well. At least we've got Sterling. They've not really bought anyone notable. If I'm being absolutely honest, they got that left back Tyrell Malacia, but come on, that's a bit underwhelming. He may turn out to be a good player, but overall, those are not the names that Cristiano Ronaldo are waiting for. So what next? What next if you're not keen? There's talks about Lewandowski, which we're going to get to. Just quickly, we're going to look through some of these news. Jules Koundé and Dayot Upamecano are just two of the options being considered should Chelsea not land the Ligt. We'll talk about the Ligt situation. Apparently, we may look at wing-backs as well, which I think we always should have. Chelsea are still open to selling Timo Werner, and Rock Nation, who worked with Romelu Lukaku, have been asked to sort out Hakim Ziyech's future. So, look, as I said, I would have kept Hakim Ziyech, but looks like Hakim Ziyech has probably had enough and wants to move on. And the fact that he's following, the footstep of Romelu Lukaku in terms of, hiring his same lawyer, the same PR group, that speaks a lot of volume. Thomas Tuchel doesn't see a number 9 as his priority, but he's prepared to act if Robert Lewandowski becomes available. Tuchel sees Lewandowski as more mobile and more in his prime than Ronaldo. Barca are stalling on him because Bayern won 14 million up front. I mean, look, I think most of us had Lewandowski as our first choice before even the Ronaldo rumors came about. If we had an opportunity to get Lewandowski, because we know Lewandowski wants Barcelona, and we know what's happening with the Barcelona situation. We can't snatch anyone from them. So how are we going to do this with Lewandowski when he's so desperate to want to go to Barcelona? And Barcelona will do anything possible to get this happen. The fact that they got Raphinha and Dembele absolutely shocked me, amazed me. I thought we were going to get at least one of them. So I'm not putting anything past them. And the fact that they actually won Lewandowski so much, Barcelona, and the fact that Lewandowski wants Barcelona so much, it's probably not going to be feasible. But it's interesting to see that Thomas Tuchel would prefer Lewandowski. Yes, he is little bit more, probably a lot more mobile than Cristiano Ronaldo, but Lewandowski is not getting younger either. I know these players like Lewandowski's, Benzema, and even Cristiano Ronaldo, they're very fit individuals and they can play on for a long time physically. They're defying their age. But can we expect Lewandowski to keep pressing the way Thomas Tuchel wants? And this is, I guess, why Thomas Tuchel is saying that he's not really preferring a number 9. But it's interesting to see that he would go for Lewandowski. My first preference when all of this transfer window saga started, I wanted Lewandowski. He's someone who's absolutely annihilated the Bundesliga, and not just in the Bundesliga, where sometimes we don't rate it as much as in terms of how open the defense is over there, but even the Champions League, Lewandowski's absolutely killed it. Let's have a quick look at what Ben Jacobs had to say in regards to Ronaldo. Eric Ten Hag says Cristiano Ronaldo is not for sale. Even if Ronaldo wanted to leave Old Trafford, he currently has no concrete offers at the level he's looking to play. Interesting to see if that changes whether Man United soften. Ten Hag says Ronaldo is part of his plans. A Chelsea move isn't likely despite a meeting between Bowley and Mendes. Thomas Tuchel does not think it makes football sense to sign Ronaldo, and Raheem Sterling's arrival, an excellent signing, isn't likely to change his mind. It is true, Ronaldo is some appeal to the owners. There's no doubt about that. Ronaldo is a brand, and from a business standpoint, it would make sense. It's clear what he could do for the brand, but Tuchel has been given final say, which makes Ronaldo to Chelsea highly unlikely, and Man United FC not for sale stance is even more genuine if the buyer is an English Premier League team rival. So look, at the end of the day, I want Thomas Tuchel to do what he feels is best for him and the team. So I don't want him to compromise. But I don't want you to go into next season with Kai Havertz only. You need to have a backup if you're going to let go of Armando Broja as well. And even if we had Armando Broja, I would have still liked to have a striking option up front. We've lost, our chances on Gabriel Jesus. He would have been a supreme, target for us. And obviously Lewandowski situation we talked about. Now, in regards to those centre-back scenario, let's talk a little bit about centre-back. We'll come back to this. Let's have a look at this situation first up. Jules Koundé and Upamecano are just two of the options being considered should Chelsea not land Ligt later in the window, could see a wing-back arrive. Like, the whole Jules Koundé situation, I feel sorry for this player. I really do. This guy actually wants to join us, and we could have done this transaction by now. We need defenders. And as an RCB, he would have been a fantastic option. Someone who plays like a midfielder. RCB that moves into midfield position, advances into midfield position. Passing ability is very good. Ball control is very good. Vision is very good. I don't understand why Thomas Tuchel doesn't like this player. This player would fit his motive. It fit his notion to the T. But he's not keen. He's keen on Ligt. And Ligt, we're going to lose him. We're going to lose him to Bayern Munich. It annoys me the amount of players we're losing out. All the players that Thomas Tuchel wanted Raphinha. I kid you not, he wanted Raphinha. I know the media is now making it seem like it was a bonus on top of Sterling. Don't fool yourself. Thomas Tuchel wanted Raphinha. We missed out on Raphinha. Thomas Tuchel was keen on Dembele. We missed out on Dembele. Thomas Tuchel definitely was keen on Ligt. Probably not going to get him. And now the talk is actually, after the league, Chelsea have Milan Skriniar on their list and the cheaper alternative, Kalidou Koulibaly, but finding a solution for, I think his name is Aurelio De Laurentiis, could take weeks. So this is obviously the Napoli, chairman, owner, or something like that. I think he's chairman in regards to Kalidou Koulibaly. My preference was Kalidou Koulibaly from the get-go. But once again, we went after the Ligt, and looks like we're not going to get him. Milan Skriniar, you're not getting him. He's off to PSG. They're neck deep in conversation with PSG for that particular player. So I don't know what Di Marzio is talking about Milan Skriniar. That ain't happening. PSG will get him. Why are we taking so long then in regards to Kalidou Koulibaly? I know we've been spending a lot of time for De Ligt, but we should understand by now that that's probably looking like it's going to go towards Bayern Munich. So why are we in this Kalidou Koulibaly situation? What are we waiting for? We need defenders. It would have been ideal to have these defenders in pre-season with the boys right now in United States. But that's not the case. Look, it gives us more opportunity to have a look at Levi Colwill, who's in the pre-season tour. Hopefully we see a lot more from Chalobah as well. I thought Chalobah was fantastic last season. And we'll see what happens with the Nathan Ake situation as well. Looks like that may be our next, here we go. I can see tactically some benefits in having Nathan Ake, but 45 million, 50 million fee. Recently, Fabrizio said maybe 41 million, which is what we sold him for to Man City, is probably going to be the fee plus add-ons. Look, yeah, it's we're in a strange situation again. I invested a lot of emotion on that Raphinha situation. I thought Raphinha was looking like he could be our player, thinking Barcelona was in the mud, but now I really can't say whether they're in the mud or not. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you feel about the whole striking situation. Armando Broja possibly looking to be sold. Maybe Timo Werner. Looking at only Kai Havertz moving in to the striking position next season. How do you feel about Kai Havertz leading the line? Do you think he's a striker? Do you think we should at least get someone up there? Lewandowski, Ronaldo names, but I'm not really sure whether any of those are really possible. Definitely not Lewandowski. Probably Ronaldo is possible. Neymar as well, name thrown around, but that ain't going to be too easy. And the whole defenders, De Ligt, we're going to miss out. Jules Koundé, I'm not really sure why we're not getting him. So, and then apparently Kalidou Koulibaly is someone we want to perhaps pursue after De Ligt. But let me know, guys, how you feel. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for a live tomorrow. Hope things pick up soon, man.